start right up with nothing.
That's crazy. All you need is literally... What? Dang! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue working on our brand new build, the 2023 BMW G80. As you guys seen, we already tore apart the front end, we tore apart the interior. Basically everything that was damaged has been ripped off. Even the dash, we had to ship that sucker off to L&D Solutions, where they're gonna completely restitch that thing and get it looking brand spanking new, and also the seat belts as well. But today what we're gonna get started with is actually running to the BMW dealership and picking up all of our parts. That's right, guys, we ordered all the parts. Literally, I think it was like $12,000 worth of parts, and we finally got a call this morning that those parts are ready to be picked up, minus like 1 or 2 items, which is not a big deal because I'm just happy to have the bulk of the parts list pretty much. So I'm super excited. This build is gonna be crazy. I can't wait to get it rebuilt and then start doing some aftermarket stuff. I'm talking big turbo, 850 horsepower, rear wheel drive manual. It's gonna be super crazy, so I'm super pumped. But let's go ahead, jump into the truck, pick up those parts and get back and get to rebuilding. So what we have right here is about $10,000 worth of parts. We thought it was gonna be a little bit more, but when we went to pay the rest of the ticket, it actually ended up being a little bit less, which we felt a little bit better about that right there. But we got some super epic parts right here. First off, the original front bumper. Honestly, I'm pretty happy that we're running original because it's gonna fit perfectly. You know, with the aftermarket stuff, it's kind of a hit or miss sometimes, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be phenomenal, man.
Dude, it's perfect. We did, however, are still kind of looking on an Agile one, but we just can't get our hands on one.
Yeah, we're still thinking about it. But anyways, the packaging of this BMW stuff is unlike any other dealership. I mean, most of the time a fender's gonna come in a box, but this fender came in a bag. Look at that, a card or a paper bag right there, but perfect condition. No damages on any of these parts. Same with this windshield right here. It is nice and snug. It's got a pool noodle right there to make sure it doesn't break. Another interesting thing is how the bumper was packaged. That box right there, you were having some trouble opening that sucker up.
Tough box, man, on a plastic bumper, but dude, hey, good condition.
Perfect condition. Look at this radiator. It's got like a Velcro strap to hold it into place. That is super cool right there. But man, I'm just happy that we got all this stuff because this right here is gonna allow us to piece together the whole entire front end. We even got coolant. We can fire this sucker up, I think, without a dash.
I don't know. Maybe we can try to put the center console in and it'll fire up without a dash. We'll test that out later.
Dude, weight reduction. Imagine doing a launch with nothing, no seats,
dash,
nothing, dude, no
just
dash.
a bucket.
That'd be insane. But anyways, we got a lot of work on our hands on this front end. We're gonna probably start with like doing the cooling system, putting as much as we possibly can. We're gonna put on these suspension pieces as well. Look at that, dude. Ours are actually completely just mangled up, and look at that, got M on it right there.
They got M on pretty much every part, even like the inner fenders. Look at that, M everywhere. They're making sure that you got an M. What
does that even mean? We don't even know what M stands for, dude.
Money, dude, because you're spending it when you got a car.
Pretty
like
much.
this.
I think it's like motorsports or something.
Or yeah, could be that.
But anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's start rebuilding this sucker and get together this front end.
All right, so we finally got some brand new parts on this M3 right here. We're gonna start with pretty much all the coolers, but we noticed really quickly that most of these suspension bolts were behind some of these cooler brackets. So once we popped that bracket off, we went ahead and swapped out all the suspension components, which we just had that rear control arm, the front one, and this tie rod kit right here, which we knocked that out. We had to drop the skid plate as well because that thing is huge and it covered a bunch of bolts up, but we got it all back together, and this thing was absolutely just warped. I mean, the suspension was pushed back, and now it's all pushed exactly where it needs to be. It's all OEM and it's looking good. Then now the alignment is gonna be great. But once we installed that bracket right there, we installed our brand new oil cooler, which we didn't really talk about this thing. We just got it in, and it's an upgraded oil cooler. It's a lot bigger. It's gonna cool the oil a lot better since we're gonna be doing a bigger turbo. We're gonna definitely need all that cooling. And it has a metal like mesh like protective cover right here, which is good because these things are apparently open while you're driving, and kick up a rock, a pretty big one, I'm sure it'll bust that up right there, and it's gonna leak oil, ruin your engine, ruin your entire M3, and we don't want that. So that's a nice upgrade right there. Now we can move on to the rest of the coolers. And in order to do that, you pretty much got to throw together this whole entire front end. So we're gonna throw together that rebar, all the ducts, the brake ducts, and everything, and then we can put some coolant in this thing. So let's just go ahead and keep on moving.
So we are finally done with the whole entire cooling system and pretty much the whole front end of this M3 right here. We got the ducts on, we got the scoops, we got both of the radiators on, and also we got this bumper on along with a bunch of other brackets. And look how this sucker is finally starting to take shape. It's starting to look like that new M3 right there with these massive grills, or they kind of look like nostrils pretty much. But I mean, honestly, at first I didn't like that look, but now that we got it and we've seen it in person, it actually looks really good. But more importantly, it's actually functional. I mean, look how much cooling this sucker gets right here, dude.
That makes sense now. They're not just enlarging the grills every year. They're actually making more airflow for these radiators. I mean, look at that, man. Look at all that surface area, dude.
Dude, that's plenty of surface area right there to make power on a stock internals, pretty much, in stock stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. These things can push a good bit on stock stuff, dude.
Exactly. Look what I just noticed right here. I mean, it's got BMW, Mini Cooper, and Rolls-Royce. Dude, this is part Rolls-Royce, man.
Dude, that's why the grills are like that. They're trying to copy Rolls-Royce.
Exactly, but the Mini Cooper part, we got to scratch that out.
Yes,
This
sir.
is not Mini Cooper right here. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be cracking open this headlight. It's an eBay headlight that we bought for $3,000, which is insane even for an eBay part, but at the dealer it was a little more. We're gonna test it out. Although we're missing like a bracket over there, I think we should still be able to mount it. We're gonna test out the fender, test out the bumper, and just see how everything fits up.
Started right up, nothing.
That's crazy. All you need is literally this piece right here. I guess it's got some sort of a sensor in it.
Yep, key reader.
Key reader right there.
And the start and stop button.
What the heck, dude? How are you gonna drive it though with no steering wheel?
Buddy, like this.
Put a vice grip on there?
Hey, but now we can let it run pretty much, right?
Exactly, but the only downside, we don't know if it's getting hot or not.
We don't know what alarms are going off or anything. That's what BMWs need, is no dash.
Dang, dude. Sounds so good, so healthy.
Good, man. We'll just check the coolant here in a little bit. Be good to go.
Dude, it's purring, dude.
Sounds good. Fans are kicking in. Good stuff.
It's working. That's how you know it's working. What's that noise? What? Dang! Did you see how it adjusted and everything?
That's crazy. Hey, everything works.
Both of our headlights are working, which that's awesome. The front end is looking insane. Everything lines up perfect.
It runs, man. It runs good.
It runs so good, man. I'm just happy that we had that headlight harness. The other harness we actually purchased.
Yeah, we purchased a whole front wired harness. That way we can snip whatever is cut on there and fix it. But it's not the headlight harness, so it could be the bumper harness that was cut. But
dude, them headlights, I cannot wait to test them suckers out at night, dude.
Laser beams, man.
Yep, and we're gonna modify them a little bit.
Yes, make them a little bit better.
All right, real quick, guys, let's just show you guys up close this fitment of this front bumper and the fenders and everything. Look at that. That is the beauty of original parts. We didn't even really have to adjust anything. It just fell right into place. Same with this side over here, the fender to the bumper, immaculate right there, and the fender to the door. That's as original as it gets right there, man. That is just perfect. No framework on this project pretty much, man. None at all, which I love that. And as for the hood, we got something absolutely insane on the way, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna fit up just perfectly as well. But I guess right now what we're gonna do, since we fired this sucker up, is we're gonna do our first little test drive. We gotta just test the suspension. So we're gonna do something light. We're gonna see if everything articulates properly. So we gotta get a steering wheel first. Let's crack open a special package, throw on a steering wheel, and then we can drive this thing. Needs exhaust ASAP. Hey, hit the sport button, see if it changes the tone of it. Are they right there?
Yeah, I think these are the sport buttons. I mean, it does have M mode right here, but do I have it connected? We will never know.
Dang!
I think my mom's Camry sounds better than this, man.
Dude, this thing is silent.
I wonder if there's a flap in the exhaust or what.
Hit the button, hit the M button.
I've been hitting that thing, man. It ain't do nothing, even the exhaust button. That's weak.
Dude, we're gonna change that, man.
Need a straight pipe.
Let me get some exhaust tones from the back, dude. It ain't too bad.
Brother, that does not sound good at all.
I know, right? I mean, it's definitely quiet, but for a stock car,
it'll not pass. We're gonna have to change.
We're gonna definitely change that, of course.
What if we did one exhaust pipe out just on one side?
Just a hood stack or something?
Yeah. But the steering is nice now, dude. Look at that,
dude.
man.
The steering wheel is nice. What are you mean?
Had to test it out,
dude?
man. Had to test it out.
Look at that, man. I love the AZA. Just overall details, man. They got the carbon right, the blue pinstripe, the stitching.
Oh yeah, they did the original M stitching right here, which that is just the perfect touch right there.
Dude, let's go driving.
Let me test it out.
Dang. We're dragging something. Just like a little flap. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Guess so. Hey, this thing is blowing heat at the bottom and AC at the top.
No way, dude.
Yeah,
we figured out a special hack for drag racing. Sir, give her a little launch.
Oh, she got the limp mode going.
No way.
Now.
Is it in limp mode or is that traction?
Maybe the traction. I mean, I'm pressing the traction button, but we ain't got no dash to tell us it's off. But that was me just trying to rip it a little bit. I'll back up a little bit more.
Dude, I don't think it's in limp mode.
It's just the traction won't cut off. That sucks.
But that's all good. Did it scoot? How'd it feel?
I mean, it feels good. It feels smooth, you know what I mean? It feels super smooth. Smooth manual.
Okay, that might be limp mode right there. Let me show you how to drive this thing, man. You gotta just slap it into gear, drop a gear, and disappear. So crazy without a windshield. That's definitely in limp mode.
It feels good though without a windshield.
I know, right? Dang, this is the proper way to cool off after a long day, a long hot day in the shop. Dude, no dash, weight reduction. If only we weren't in limp mode, man, we'd go racing.
Oh, this thing would do a good burnout.
Dude, I can't wait to do fat burnout with a fat turbo coming soon. Honestly, for a manual car, it's nice. Overall, handling and like the suspension, super smooth. This is gonna be a really good car, honestly. So, first BMW test drive right there, I'd say it's about an 8 out of 10 without everything put together. But guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Super happy with the progress that we made, but you know what? We got a bunch more parts on the way and a bunch of mods as well. This thing is gonna be definitely opened up. Right now, it's fully restricted. It needs a big turbo, a nice exhaust, some cold airs, and all that good stuff right there, and it is coming, guys. We're gonna make a super insane M3, but with that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.